Again, Emmett Fox. Don't know where the hell my investments are. What is it? Cherry 5. He's done a couple of everything wrong with blank. You see Sonic 06 up here. He's done, I think, all the Kingdom Hearts games, especially one where he has like some of the biggest Kingdom Hearts YouTubers join in and they talk crap about it. Well, he just uploaded this one, ReMind. I want to do a reaction to it because I watched like 5 minutes in. I'm like, oh shit, no, god damn it, that's where I left off. I watched 5 minutes in, so in about 5 minutes after this Beyond the Blue shit, I will then after 5 minutes I'll be where my where I blank out, where I won't not blank out, where I in 5 minutes I'll not know what's coming, basically. Even though I played ReMind and I actually got to upload my Let's Play of it. But in any case, let's begin. 3, 2, now. Disclaimer. Well, there's that disclaimer. Everything wrong with Kingdom Hearts ReMind in 23 minutes. Spoilers.
If the contents of the box are so unknown, why is it of such critical importance to the organization?
It's a good question.
Furthermore, was it Xehanort or Xemnas who gave the order?
Luxor would be great at CinemaSins. Wow, I never thought I'd open up one of those.
Which means the order was issued by Xemnas.
Yes.
Or the one who informed me of my task.
Possibly.
You.
I've seen these ones, so you're not getting much of a reaction until like 5 minutes in. Sorry.
That's the stupidest way to give up the ghost. Luxor only offered 2 options while knowing he received the order to look for the box from you, so why don't you lie more convincingly and just say, yeah, Xemnas gave the order?
Isn't that kind of what he just did? I don't know. Ow. I dropped a knife on my toe. So
no matter.
It hurts a little.
It doesn't make a difference to me. It's all the same. I'm content to feign ignorance.
Sure you
The
are.
dude that kind of just made a big deal out of the whole thing? That's like if a kid was like, Mom, Dad, where do babies come from? And the parents are like, stork. And the kid's like, that's not what the internet says. And
Then why'd you ask, kid?
Man, like, we've just lived for so long, even we forget where babies come from. And the kid's like, but last week you told Aunt Julie that you were trying for another baby. How would you try if you forgot where they come from? And the parents shit themselves at this point are like, only for the kid to be like, whatever, I didn't want to know anyway, and then walk away. What the hell was I talking about? I don't know.
That entire tangent's amazing.
That's right.
Thank you, Donald. Goofy.
Don't you mean Sora, Donald Goofy? Oh man, deja vu.
You won't need a silly old coat to stay safe.
The Master of Masters, voiced by Noctis.
You'll be the one controlling the darkness instead.
Me, on the other hand, I'm too much of a scaredy cat to ever take mine off.
I like this one.
Who are you really? Some kind of fortune?
Because I thought this
I'm
too.
sure this has happened so many times throughout the Kingdom Hearts story, but why are you listening to a dude you barely know? How did the Master of Masters even approach Xehanort and convince him to go on this adventure throughout the world?
It's really true because when I was there, I'm like, okay, I guess the Master of Masters was talking. He's like, who are you, a fortune teller? I'm like, that's something you'd say to someone you just met. Unless this is when he's already, I don't know.
Why did he pick Xehanort of all people?
Because he knew Darkness
is
book.
also somewhere about in this age. But after our last meeting, he went in search of something per your order. Isn't that so?
Huh. Oh, that. Right. Well, let's just say that what he's doing will benefit us in the long run. But it's really of no importance right this second. Go on.
Keep going. Hold on. Keep going. Keep going. Bypass over what I just said. Keep going. Let no one think about it too much.
Usual.
No. Are you guys really okay with this? I know that Xehanort has known Xigbar for years, but isn't it just a little suspicious to him or Sayek that Xigbar has his own agenda that only he knows the details of?
I would have guessed Xehanort would have known, but after the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, I wouldn't.
Plenty of people go rogue. I'm surprised you're so chill about this.
You'll return to the past again.
Is that the same voice actress who plays... Is her name Kairi? In Digimon? Tai's sister.
But You won't be able to rewrite it this time.
Look, I know that Doc Brown is the new Master Xehanort, but how many times are we going to Back to the Future this?
I never really thought about the one that is literally like going back in time to then. I never really thought, yeah, Doc Brown is.
Like 5 times, why more?
Is this Aqua's heart?
Sora, I love you, buddy, but you gotta stop asking stupid questions. Like,
I just want to get through all
wonder
this.
if this heart belongs to the giant wife on the
I love that giant, the giant wife.
stained glass. This isn't even remotely the first heart I've been to, but I really wonder who this heart belongs to.
Well, technically speaking, he's only been to. Before ReMind, the only heart he's ever been to is his. I don't think Sora has ever jumped into someone else's heart. Riku has. Riku has jumped into Sora's heart. And, well, I guess he did see Ventus's heart when he... No, because isn't that later on in this?
But
I can't remember.
I'm calling out to Terra's heart, and I brought him here.
Pronoun game. Can't have a Kingdom Hearts story without one.
No, I've brought out Terra's most personal and powerful thoughts.
Oh, jeez. Gotta warn me before you show the scariest boss in gaming.
I would love if that's true, that he is the scariest boss, because that'd be amazing. What the hell just happened? No! Beyond the Blue! Wait, that's a game? Hold on. What is this game? This is a game?
Welcome to the Western Pacific. I'm Dr. Mirai Soto, and I'll be your eyes and ears on this expedition.
Oh, it's Subnautica, but Earth.
Be gone!
But I would love if Lingering Will is like the scariest game, because that shows Jesus. How powerful. I love the cutscenes in Kingdom Hearts 3.
How can you be here?
Hey, I can travel to different times too, you know.
But
It's true.
didn't Chirithy specifically say that if something happened during this trip that you had to let it happen?
Yes, but that just then means... Oh, sorry. That then just means then that this did happen in the original timeline. This all happened in the same timeline. As at least the Master says, it's all in the one timeline. There is one timeline, apparently.
Couldn't interfere? That was like the one rule. That was the rule, damn it. Okay, I don't mean to shit on this DLC because I do actually enjoy its content, but I gotta be fair. We're an hour in, and so far there's been like 10 minutes of story development. Half of which is stuff that I think very few of us were even asking for.
For me, I like the story bits that they added to it.
The only times I've gotten to play, it's been to fight.
But I will say it did feel slow spaced out, and like a lot of the bosses are redone, but just added. They just like made them stronger.
3 bosses, only one of which was new, and it wasn't even hard at all. And while it's dope that the game was letting me use Riku for this fight, it's still the same fight. Like, don't.
I would have really loved if you could play as Riku more, or at least in Data Grid, be able to switch your character and run around like Skylar de Kylum or something. I don't know.
Don't get me wrong, I love these Skein of Severance fights, some of my favorites in the series, but I can do this fight in the base game. Riku doesn't really change up this fight too much.
Demix time.
Demix time.
Wait, Demix is the 13th sin. That then must mean he's the Master of Masters. I don't know. Wait, 13 is the... Oh, wait a second. Hold on a minute. Demix is the 13th sin. 13 is the... M is the 13th number in the alphabet. In alphabet. M starts at the beginning of Master. Master of Masters. That's it! No. Stupid joke. Oh boy!
I don't even get to play as Mickey for this fight.
No.
Yeah, I know he gets captured in one of Luke's cards, but at least let me do phase 1 of this fight as him. You can switch me back to Sora afterwards.
All Xehanort did
That is true. I was wondering, like, why can't I play as Mickey?
was tear me right out of you. Then go back to where you came from.
Make me.
Are you fucking 12?
Yes.
Best comeback you had?
Pretty much. I don't know. He's like, assuming he's Vanitas. Assuming Vanitas is the darkness from Union Cross, he's actually way older.
Darkness awaits you!
Is this Terra's heart?
That's it. This is Terra's heart.
Hey, he didn't ask a question at least.
Cool, but how did you escape the Dark Figure's grasp, though? You sort of just appeared at the Skein of Severance after that cutscene.
Utterly useless and forgotten.
Are you kidding? You know
how popular I am? I got loads of people rooting for me.
God, I so hate this line.
Really? I love that line.
Where did you get a vessel?
I love that line.
As you.
Same how?
Most of the organization's members, they traveled here from the past as hearts.
Yes.
You had replicas ready and waiting. One for each of them.
Why are you explaining his own plan to him? All right, for us. So I'm okay with it.
I owe my return to many. Some of them people you knew.
Apparently he knows all of them.
Zexian.
So, I'm still not really clear as to how the vessel showed up on Q. The replica came from the ones that Ienzo and Evan made, right? Or was it from the replicas that the organization had? Because in the former, that's some perfect timing for Sora to release Roxas's heart as the vessel was landing, but in the latter, how fast did that heart travel to the vessel and then back down? That's some breakneck speed.
I just thought it would be more like something like they had a body, the heart went up, body went to the heart, boom, magic. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I was okay with it.
When the hell did this happen? Again, you were specifically told to not change any of the events. Damn it, I'm torn because I just complained that none of this was new, but at the same time, we were told things were supposed to remain the same. And this just makes me like the scene more. Screw you, game, making me indecisive.
This is the part where it's like, when did this happen in the base game? I kind of took it that, if I remember correctly, isn't the Kyrie bit? Wait, no, Sora is there during the Kyrie fight, isn't? No, because Kyrie's there. You don't play as Kyrie till Xehanort. I felt like this happened before all that, and then it happened. I think. I'm trying to fucking remember. I remember I was like, wait, when exactly does this happen? I don't think time has changed. Or maybe it's that bits that little things can happen in between it, but in the end, the ending still has to be the exact same. Basically, wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. Oh yeah, I love this part.
Oh no, it's Darkseid. I'm so scared. Whatever shall it got him.
Let's go.
Hell yeah!
Oh, mama. We interrupt Kingdom Hearts 3 Mind to bring you Metal Gear Solid.
Wait a minute, hold on, wait, did he add or subtract?
This makes me like the scene more. Screw you, game, making me indecisive.
Hold on, did he add or subtract because of it?
Oh no, it's Darkseid. I'm so scared. Whatever shall it got him.
Let's go.
Oh, mama.
Hell yeah! He rewinded all the way back. He's like, oh, I forgive everything.
Hearts 3 Mind to bring you Metal Gear Solid 4.
Oh my god. Kyrie!
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 Sora!
Recreated a princess that technically didn't even exist anymore using the powers of friendship and time. Nope, still not a master though.
No, obviously he's not a master. Because obviously Riku is a master because he saved his boyfriend from the dream world. Also, Riku's just badass all hell.
Are my power!
Okay, he said the cliche. We can go home now when you walk away.
Hold on, can I go back to that, please? Please!
Powers of friendship and time. Nope, still not a master though.
My friends
are my power.
Okay, he said the cliche. We can go home now when you walk away. You don't hear me say. I know this is getting into Kingdom Hearts key territory, and maybe I'm wrong about this, but would Ventus even remember Chirithy?
No, because he lost all his memories. If I remember correctly, after Xehanort ripped his heart in half. Most likely, if anything, whatever memories from Union Cross are probably actually in Vanitas, and Ventus is technically now a separate, completely separate character. That'd be my guess, is that Vanitas is Ventus from Union Cross, possibly even just the darkness itself, and then Ventus now is the body severed from that darkness and those memories of the past. But obviously, so Truth, would still remember Ventus, and Ventus is just being nice and be like, "Hey there, little guy. I don't wanna go, baby."
And that was Kingdom Hearts ReMind. Can I go now?
Nope.
But it's the fucking credits. That was hardly even a joke this time.
Riku and his halo. Hell yeah.
Well, look at you. Thanks.
For what? That was hardly a compliment. It was more of an acknowledgement that you were there.
You're a true Keyblade master.
Who the hell are you to make that call? You never became a master to begin with.
That's fucking true! That's true, Terra isn't a master! Technically speaking, Riku is a higher rank of Keyblade wielder than Terra is. Hell, not just as a Keyblade wielder, as a darkness wielder, because Terra got consumed by the darkness. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't even use darkness anymore, when Riku can use both darkness and light. Riku is is way more powerful than Terra now.
Riku's been a master for like, what, a year?
But if we still remember him, then he must still be with us.
Said all the Kingdom Hearts fans about this exact set of characters when they realized that they were nowhere in the base game. Why did it take us so long to get here? Radiant Garden is a pretty important location in the Kingdom Hearts universe, and we didn't even get to come here until DLC Part 2?
Not even really. Jesus Christ. Oh, Cyberpunk. Are we getting a release date?
Come on, Sid. Can you throw us a bone here, please?
Be quiet! I'm trying. I'm this close to something. I know it.
Is that the first time in this entire series that we've actually heard Sid's voice?
I think so.
In fact, is this the first time Riku has even met these people?
That's true too. Which I will say, there is at least a time skip between the ending of Kingdom Hearts 1 and or ReMind, or Kingdom Hearts 3 and ReMind to this point. So I could completely believe Riku would stop by and meet these guys.
And what about Kairi?
She's.
Kairi.
We got Memory Melody for that.
She believes her heart might hold a clue about Sora. For a year, she's been sound asleep while they search her heart.
So, before that, so is memory... Wait. My guess is maybe memory of Melody, assuming, is this data, kind of using the Dataverse thing to see... I don't fucking know. Let's keep going.
So, we're back to square goddamn one? Kairi's in a coma, someone in the trio is missing, people are going into the realm of darkness to bring someone back, retreading past worlds we've been to.
Memories of Melody is probably a coded version, like going into Kairi's heart using coded data. That's also probably has the connection with Yuzora, maybe? Also,
character's been asleep for a year. How is this simultaneously the plot of both Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 at the same time?
That's really true, though. And coded.
That group Sora was fighting? Battalion something? Well, I recreated
Battalion 13.
their data too.
The real Organization 13. Maybe their data will lead us to where Sora is.
Well, it
Leaps
crossed
in
my
logic, but
mind,
alright.
But I must be better at this than I thought. Is their data? It's so powerful, I can't access any of it.
How the f*** does that make any sense, Sid?
Well, you see, anime. That's the new It's Magic. It's anime. The data's so powerful, anime won't allow us to get in.
You just said you recreated the data yourself. How can you, the person who put all this data together, not access the data?
Is there any
Because they're
chance
so powerful. He just explained it.
that we could be of some help?
No. Okay, just so we're clear, and I didn't even think this was fucking possible, Limit Cut added another Sora. So now we have Sora, not Sora, Kairi Sora, Puppet Sora, not Sora, Sora not Sora, Digi Sora, Dream Sora, Chess Sora, Yo Zora, and Digi Sora Part
Yo Zora.
2. Sora.
Technically speaking, there's Data Sora. Then there's Data Sora come back with his memories. And I guess you could still count that as the... No, I'm sorry. No. There's Sora, Roxas, Naminé, Shion. Not really Ventus, but Ventus, sure. Benitez, Data Sora, Darkseid Sora, because in Data, they do show what Sora would turn out if he was a Heartless, turn Darkseid Sora. Then there's Dream Sora, I guess Chess Sora, Yozora, which I don't think is Sora, but actually it could be Data Sora from ReMind, turned into this to go find Sora using the data of the Organization 13. So go check out that theory, I have that. And yeah, I guess that's Sora.
The word means nothing to me anymore. Honestly, the data battles in the Garden of Assemblage are some of the best content this DLC has to offer, and in spite of the fact that I did find more than half of the fights difficult, it's kind of hard for me to say this fight to any of the battles, if only because, well, they're meant to be hard. That being said, if I may, I'd like to get a little bit more real with you guys, something I don't do too often in these videos, and address something kind of important. If you're watching this video, it probably stands to reason that you've seen the rest of my Kingdom Hearts videos in this series, and you maybe even enjoy them. You'd have to be a glutton for pain if you hated these videos and watched them anyway.
That is
If
true.
you do enjoy them, then you most likely understand that the format is half based on me pointing out inconsistencies in the narrative, and the other half is based on me making silly jokes.
Yes.
None of it is meant to be taken seriously. It's not a critical review where the more sins a game has, the worse I think it is.
Yeah.
It's not any of that.
It's kind of...
And I focus more on
even what
story
CinemaSins
because
is
while
like.
some narrative devices can be open to interpretation, oftentimes inconsistencies are pretty irrefutable, where some dialogue can be proven to be demonstrably false. Gameplay doesn't really have that. What I find to be annoying gameplay mechanics, others might enjoy a lot. A boss fight that I find difficult, others could see as the easiest thing in the world. Whenever I do a this fight, I usually make sure that the community agrees that it's a hard fight and that it's not just me who's struggling with it. In fact, I'm pretty sure the first time I did that, and probably where the running gag came from, was my video on Chain of Memories, where I made sure that people thought the fourth Bakuplika fight was considered hard. I bring all this up because a lot of you have been asking me to do ReMind, and I'm guessing that a lot of that came from you guys wanting me to touch on the data battles, which, you know, fair enough. So I'm going to do all 13 fights just to be fair to those that found any of them more difficult than others, but I will point out when I didn't think that they were hard, so let's start with Ansem Seeker of Darkness. Okay, so kind of this fight, it gave me a bit of a hard time, and Ansem's more annoying not because he hits you, but because he runs from you, making it hard to hit him.
Yeah,
real
that is very
in the
true.
second phase where the whole arena changes and he has these balls of darkness. He would usually get me here, and it was super annoying to have a perfect first phase, only to get absolutely stomped during this part.
Yep,
Even
that
so,
is
on the
entirely
rest
true.
of
I
the
completely agree with
He would
that.
just end up spanking me after the fact. When he changed the battlefield again after having survived his third phase, I almost had a heart attack.
It's really true. That's exactly the difficulty with the Ansem fight, at least for me.
The Kuplika was probably the fight I struggled with the least. Even though I did lose my Koopa coin, I'm pretty sure I got it on my first try, but this fight. It's bad enough that this son of a bitch often teleports away from you, but he will do everything in his power to make sure you don't get close to him, whether that means putting up pillars that can hit you, launching constant Dark Faragas, dashing at you constantly. It's a wonder you can hit this edgelord at all. Young Xehanort,
Yeah,
I'll give
he
it a
was alright,
semi
easy.
this fight, because I remember this one did take me a few tries, but you won't.
I'm pretty sure it's probably because of time powers in 3D. I will say that fight took me so damn long to do. The original Young Xehanort fight where he rewinds time and all that shit. That took me so long to do. But then I came back. But then after I beat it, I kept playing the game, leveled up Riku to a ridiculous amount, and came back and one shot at the sucker.
Want to know how I know I struggled with this fight? I'm using summons. When I play Kingdom Hearts, you will only see me use summons on one occasion. Whenever I get a new one and I want to test it out. This bastard has a whip or some shit I've never seen him use before, making this fight pretty damn different than the one in
No, he has a whip in 3D.
Dream Drop Distance. But
No. He does have a whip in 3D because I remember him killing me with it many times.
of course, being the Time Lord that he is, he can chaos control you and proceed to smack the ever-living hell out of you.
Chaos
My
control,
strategy
hell
was
yeah.
simply to keep him in the air to avoid him being able to Zawarudo me, and use Simba to
Hell
jump
yeah.
when my MP meter was up and I didn't need to heal. Okay, so fun fact, I've never actually played the data battles in Kingdom Hearts 2. I've only ever seen them, but I remember thinking that the Marluxia fight looked like such a stressful pain in the ass.
It is.
So I was nervous about this fight. But I think this is marginally easier than that fight.
I actually agree with that as well. This fight, I don't know why. The Marluxia fight in Kingdom Hearts 2, I don't know why. Maybe it's because he hits you more faster or something. I don't know what it is. I think it is that. Like, it hits you more faster and you always have the timer on you immediately, where this one you could disarm. You could completely turn off that timer. I don't think you could do that in Kingdom Hearts 2. I don't know. I haven't beaten the Data 2 fights. Kingdom Hearts 2 data fights. But I do remember fighting Marluxia. I was like, oh shit. And then I was fighting him like, oh, this is actually a lot easier. I think I beat him one shot. No. It did take me two times because towards the end, like, the timer ran out, like, when he was like in his third phase.
I'm pretty sure that I beat him on my first try too. I only used Simba because he really helped out in the last fight, so I figured I'd use him again. Even so, this fight, man. This dude is so quick. He did what I did to young Xehanort, just keep me in the air. He can toss his graceful Dahlia like a goddamn boomerang, which will no doubt leave you open to more attacks. He makes these pools of roses that pull you in, forcing you to run away, lest you get hit, but then he teleports next to you, so you have to pick your poison. Returning from his data battle is his do mechanic, though, which is anxiety-inducing.
Yep.
If that counter reaches 0, no matter what my HP is at, I'm done. And he does it twice. The second time, I could have sworn I would have had to fight him again. Larcene was pretty much on the same boat as Marluxia. I saw her data battle from 2, which was this fight, and I proceeded to get her on my first try. And fuck this fight more
probably.
than the Marluxia one, for sure. I said Marluxia was fast, but Larcene is even faster. Not to mention how repetitive her lines get, with her just laughing and asking, "What's the matter?" A lot of this fight boiled down to me trying to dodge a lightning, which sucks when you get hit by it, and using Simba, which at this point I realize also fully heals you, so I use that to give me some breathing room.
She was easy. I remember that. I don't remember much with her.
Luxord, this fight. Much like
I'm gonna say that too. Fuck this fight. And I say that in some sense, and he's probably gonna bring up some things, but the reason why I hated this fight was there's a point in this thing, and I didn't record the fights because I knew it would take me too long to do those. So if I ever get out my I guess playthrough of ReMind, but this fight, I hated it because its gimmick you could eventually learn, but there's a bit where he hides in all the cards. He'll probably bring it up. He hides in all the cards, and it says destroy all the circle cards to then reveal where he is. I took that as destroy the circle cards, so that way there's less cards to find and hit him. And then my friends also telling me, because I called them up and say, hey, how do you do this fight? And Seth telling me, he's the Grim Reaper in the Kingdom Hearts ones, but Seth telling me, yeah, just destroy the circle cards, or just dodge all the fights, blow this up, and then like there'll only be one card left, or deflect, or there'll only be like 5 cards left. I kept listening to that, kept trying. I kept dying over and over and over and over and over and over again, and I got pissed. Like, this was the most difficult fight till I found out if you destroy all the circle cards, it flips all the other cards because the cards all hide, so where you can't see what's behind them except for the circle cards. But if you destroy all the circle cards, it'll flip all those cards, and you can immediately see where Luxord is. Seth didn't tell me that. Odorai was off doing something else. He was the other one on the call. He's the Saiyan in my Kingdom Hearts D&D. And that was pissed me off. After that, I could beat him easily.
Is fighting 2. It's not a conventional health bar you have to take down. You have to indulge in the games he sets for you. I fought him quite a number of times and managed to get blocking his cards down, but hitting the right card when they start spinning around him is such a pain. And then his second phase would start, and that's when things get super bad, because you better pray that you not only find the card he's on quickly, but that you make it in time before he retaliates. Any mistakes, and you take massive damage.
Yep.
Terranor.
Very true.
Another this fight for me, but I think it was just a tad more annoying than the Young Xehanort one, mostly because of this douchebag's constant Dark Faragas. Having to dodge an attack is bad enough, but having to dodge a homing shot is just so much worse. And the thing is, sometimes I had to dodge them because blocking would simply leave me wide open for an attack. On top of that, this dude is slippery. Once you get him, he takes quite a hit, but the problem is getting to him in the first place.
That's true.
Jesus, Vanitas.
Vanitas was easy.
Take everything I've said about the previous fights, I only found semi-difficult.
I think Terranor took me maybe one death. I think I beat him easily. Vanitas, he was difficult, but
and crank that shit up to 10. Not quite 11, but still high on the shit scale. The constant teleporting of Dark Kublika, the keeping his distance of young Xehanort, the constant fire attacks from Terranort. This dude is just a nuisance to even hit. Add to that his Keyblade Wave attack, and oh boy. Sykes, yep, this fight. This one is probably the most middle of the road in terms of difficulty.
That one was alright.
Terrifying to take on, especially given his Berserk mode.
That one was alright. Once I learned to stay the hell away from him when he went Berserk, I think I pretty much beat him.
I spent half my time just flying around the stage to avoid getting hit, which honestly reminded me of the Sephiroth fight from Kingdom Hearts 2. It's certainly not that hard, but this is still a tough one when you factor in his shockwaves and all that. Zigbar, this fight, right next to Sykes in terms of difficulty for me. If any
This one was easy, but yeah, fuck this fight because I died the first time, and that was only because I didn't know you couldn't reach around. You could reach around. Oof. You couldn't get around to get to him because he's always at a distance. But once he zooms in, you could beat the shit out of him.
I think this was probably one of the most fun fights for me because I felt like I learned something about the fight every time I lost. And I mean, blocking the lasers he shoots is just fun, man. But that's also the source of difficulty. Most of the time you have to block at just the right time because that'll determine whether or not you get hit by the next set of lasers, which is very likely because not all sets of lasers hit you at the same speed. What definitely makes this fight a bit of a chore is how patient you have to be. It's difficult to get near and nail on him, so reflecting his arrows is going to be a large part of this fight.
I don't know. Maybe I played it on normal because I didn't want. Because my friend said, "Don't play it on critical." I'm like, "All right, fine, I won't play it on critical." But that one fight was actually all right. It was easy. I mean.
Oh my God, Xemnas! This
yeah,
fight.
Fuck this fight.
Oh God, this one is.
I would say fuck this fight. Though I'd say this is the opposite, where he said he learned a little bit more with the Zigbar one. I learned more fighting Xemnas with like blocking the energy beams and all that stuff. I learned that more. It felt more like I was learning more with fighting Xemnas. But this was a fuck you fight.
It's just a giant game of catch because he constantly uses his Thorns of Oblivion to move you out of the way you intend to go. Whenever I would catch up and start hitting him, it never felt like I was doing enough damage. Add on to that the little mirrors he puts up that you can't break through, as well as the energy balls he produces, and this fight is pain. But the worst has to be his Desperation move, which is very similar to his fight in Cage 2. He'll be more aggressive now, which you would think means you can attack more often too, but nope, his stupid thorns keep pushing you out of the way. And then his lasers. No reaction commands to save us this time. We got a block and then immediately.
And I do kind of like that where they kept it where it's like basically the same attack, but now you have to do it. It's not press triangle. You have to block it. I actually really like that bit of the fight.
Immediately react to his attack and then block again, which leaves us dazed and gives us a second to react to his attack, or we just get our ass beat. And he repeats that whole process a second time, after which he becomes super aggressive. Needless to say, this one made me quite angry a couple of times. This fight. Shion's.
Really? I loved the Shion fight. The Shion fight was awesome, and also her ability to cut your health in half and stuff like that can easily be negated if you transform, either using anti-form or I'm using the ultimate Keyblade, so ultimate form. You can switch out and regain your health back, which is a quick way to heal. Is a quick way to what is it? If anti-form is a quick way to heal and get your health entirely back. In your dry forms, at least my friend said your health does get cut, but I don't know. When I was in dry forms, your health never got cut, so turning into transforming all that stuff was pretty much okay for me. But yeah,
this fight was by far the biggest headache I had to deal with.
Really, that was so easy for me. It was, well, not it wasn't easy, but it was fun.
Made me mad.
But I did think I beat her like in 2 turns, one or two turns.
By the time I beat Shion, I felt nothing. I was brain dead. I still remember it. The Xemnas fight took me an hour at most. You wouldn't think that's too bad, but factor in that my successful attempt only took me 8 minutes, meaning there were a bunch of 2 to 4 minute fights that I lost. And in my adult life, there have been video game challenges that have gotten on my nerves. I could probably count the amount of times I've wanted to throw my controller out of rage with one hand. Shion's fight took me 4 hours.
Damn, dude! Why? Shooting wasn't that hard. Never mind. He did play. I think I did it over a few days. I think I don't know. No, did I? I think I did. Yeah. Well, I did one like majority of them like one night, and then like everything. I like kept putting like my friends like every 10 minutes, kill this one, knock this one down, like just knocking it down. But I don't know.
Imagine how many times I had to fight her. Constant teleporting. Constant Keyblade throwing, Her stupid goddamn pillars of light. I'd say 80% of this fight is just me blocking. If you're not used to parrying in this game, you're gonna learn today, son. And you will learn to cower in fear when she goes into her armor mode.
Yep.
Even more pillars of light that are more difficult to block because she'll try to combo you, and if the combo lands, you can kiss your HP goodbye. That shit's gone. And you know what's worse? That armor mode is separate from her desperation move, which is a supercharged version of it. More pillars, faster and harder combos, more things to dodge. There is never a moment in this fight where I feel like I can breathe. I am so glad Yoko Shimomura's music kicks as much ass as Shion does, because I had her theme on loop for hours. It's also fortunate that she doesn't have any annoying lines. It's only fitting I finished her off in rage form. Accurately reflected my state of mind at the time.
Honestly, that wasn't that hard of a fight. I think I beat her the second try, maybe third. But all I know is that fight was fun as hell and gives you a really good item.
Shion was bad enough as it was, so I was terrified of the Master Xehanort fight. And yeah, this fight too.
The Master Xehanort fight, I think I beat him one try too. That one wasn't that hard.
But like, it's so ridiculously difficult, I wasn't even mad. It was kind of like the Sephiroth fight in Cage 2 again. When I did that, I never got angry because it was stupidly hard and all I could do was learn the pattern. With Xehanort, though, it definitely didn't take me as long. Hell, I'd say that the Xemnas fight probably took longer, but much like Shion's fight, there's never a moment to breathe. You have to...
Xemnas fight, I think, was, out of actual difficulty, was the hardest one. Luxord, because of me getting misdirections and not understanding some of the mechanics, that was like the hardest fight. Until that, it was easy. Xemnas fight was probably the hardest one. Shion fight was, I think, the funnest one, honestly.
Constantly be on your toes to
the data
where
fights.
the old man is, all while having to avoid the massive keyhole lasers he produces, which cover most of the stage. He can freeze you, attack you from afar. Master Xehanort's the whole kit and caboodle. Overall, not the worst, but far from a simple fight.
Oh, and here comes the one I really wanted to talk about.
I hope I didn't startle you.
Not at all. What brings you here?
Well, dear, I was asked to come by Merlin and Master Yen Sid. Now, Barry is... Oh, Riku. Yes, Riku is his name.
Here, I'm Riku.
Hell yeah.
Why, it's nice to meet you.
I know you guys have been busy over the last year trying to find Sora, and honestly kind of just chilling out aside from that, but how is this the first time you're meeting the fairy godmother?
Oh, because Master...
I don't know. This is the same time is it the second time she's appeared in the series? Maybe the third. Because I know she appeared in Cinderella World. I think she appeared in Kingdom Hearts 1. I think.
It was worrying. You weren't having any luck finding Sora. And because Riku had been in Sora's dreams before, he thought perhaps Riku just may be the key. That's why he and Merlin asked me to come here and look into his dreams. Since, of course, dreams are my specialty.
Well, you were a huge help in Dream Drop Distance. You know, the game with the word dream literally in the name?
Because we have Memories of Melody, which was to take place over what Kyrie's doing. Are we going to have a game where it is just another... I want another Dream Drop Distance where you play as Riku again. Because and then maybe even have Kyrie as your switch out. Or maybe... Yeah, I want Kyrie as the switch out in that one.
It would have taken Yen Sid 2 seconds to contact you to help out with Sora and Riku back then. Fuck this fight. I know it's designed for you.
This fight was hard. But mind you, and maybe it is because of how I went into it, I fought it a couple times dry. And then I'm like, alright, I talked to some friends. I looked up, not like how someone beat it, but like the different windows of when he was weak. And like I started learning his pattern fight. I honestly would say this is probably my favorite fight now in ReMind. It's the one I died the most at. It's the one that took me the longest in the entire game to beat. But I will say, out of the secret boss fights, out of the ones I fought, this is probably one of my... And again, I haven't beaten several other ones, so maybe I should try fighting those ones. But this is my... I love this fight. I honestly love this fight. This fight was great. This fight was awesome. I loved this fight. I love the character. I love his design. I hope he's going to be more important in the series. But yeah, I love this fight. Yuzuru was one of my favorite fights. And also because he makes my friend Odorai so damn pissed off.
You to lose, but even seeing people actually beat Yuzora, I still can't wrap my head around how you're supposed to do it.
Commander.
Impressive.
It's Luxord. I think it is.
We
It's
interrupted
Luxor.
ReMind to bring you Final Fantasy Versus 13. After we fought 13 characters. Huh.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! That's cool!
Now that's a win-win.
Weird thought, Sleepy.
Hell yeah, the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 1.
Like, is any of this for real? Or not?
Actually, wait. Ooh, I got a new theory.
None of this makes sense to me.
I'm right there with you, buddy.
Oh, nothing about him being voiced by Zach?
No. You'll ditch it.
Critical mode level 1. Oh, fuck that shit.
Shar 5 here. Thanks so much for watching.
Oh, Shar 5 is how you say it?
Anything wrong with Kingdom Hearts 3.
But yeah, so that's Shar 5's Everything Wrong with Kingdom Hearts 3 ReMind. Go check out his stuff. Slubscribe and leak. Subscribe and leak. Slubscribe and leak. Remember that. This is pretty good. I like this. I do like how he went through the data fights, stuff like that, and me kind of comparing. Again, Shun fight, one of my favorite. The data fights, Shun fight is one of my favorites. Yuzora was my favorite fight in ReMind, and maybe it is because that one I literally prepared myself. I was like, all right, I'm gonna need a bunch of elixirs. I'm gonna need a bunch of elixirs. Wait. So does that mean he never beat him? But yeah, I'm gonna need a bunch of elixirs. There's a point. Just fly out of his range. Don't bring a Kupo coin. Make sure you fly out of his item sucking ray. Or also he will always be off of the ground unless he's gonna steal your Keyblade. The only time he touches that ground and runs at you is when he's gonna steal your Keyblade, and that's when you run. That's where you run away or fly. You stay the hell away from it and dodge. Dodge 3 times and don't dodge back soon as okay, third time go, because you will get grabbed still and get sucked in. When he does the triangle thing, fly out of the first one. The second one comes out, either have Ultima's nuke ready, maybe a summon, I don't know. But yeah, it was either your Thundaga or your nuke ready. Because when the second triangle, he'll appear in the triangle and you can hit him with the spell or a nuke. Blow him up and just beat the shit out of him. Fire is very strong against him. I didn't really use him. My friends said they used him a lot. I don't remember using Simba all that much. But I did use Fireball on him. If he ever does steal your Keyblade, use an elixir immediately. So regain health and your magic, so that way when you get your Keyblade back, you can have Thundaga and all that stuff ready, as well as Cura in case you need it. Cura is good, obviously, when you need to heal, and also maybe if there's maybe a big attack that comes to get you, make sure you have second chance, make sure you're level 99. It's a difficult-ass fight, but it's so damn fun. Also, I had, get all 90, what is it? All 90... lucky emblems in the main game, because it'll give you these sets of keys where basically it's an item, and basically this item will allow you to I think the max amount of spells you can shoot of let's say fire or Firaga and all that stuff is 3 or 4, and then it stops you. This will let you keep firing until the end. Make sure, at least for me, make sure you have auto finisher on, because auto finisher will help, obviously, because you don't need to think about using your finisher. My friend Seth said he didn't use it. I'm like, I don't care, because I need that just so I don't remember that I don't miss using the nuke or whatever, because using Ultima form is a good way to throw Yuzora off when he does the triangle thing, as well as you're protected while doing the animation, and the beams of light will usually hit Yuzora and deal some amount of damage. Keep your time, stay focused. It took me a few days, I think, to beat him, but it was all so damn fun. I was like, yes, when I finally did, and it's so good. But thanks for watching the videos. Hopefully you like this. Go check out Shari 5 and his other video game sins. But thanks for watching the videos, and we will see you later.